news from the entertainment world, talking to you guys. We do it. We do it a lot. We do it a lot here, right? We're trying to do this midday thing, 12 o'clock Los Angeles time. And so far, the response has been awesome. If you like movie news, if you like to talk about movies, if you want to join in on the discussion, if you want to win prizes, because we love giving away stuff. Today, we're giving away premiere tickets to Renaissance starring Hugh Jackman. It's actually Reminiscence Renaissance. What the hell am I doing, man? I need to sleep. Reminiscence. It's a new Hugh Jackman movie. Sorry about that. I screwed that entire thing up. But I'm sure a lot of you want to get premiere tickets to that. It's at the Chinese Theater on August 17th before the end of the show. So you got to be watching. You got to listen closely because I'm going to give you the secret, how you can win. We have 5 pairs of passes, and we're going to talk about that and movies right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a few guests. I send out the link and stuff, some expert movie people, other people with some awesome influence in the YouTube sphere. I did send out the link. Let me see. I'm going to send out a couple more links if you could bear with me. We're going to talk a little bit about Shang-Chi, what's next for James Gunn. As you know, James Gunn is, he's got a big movie coming out today or tomorrow. Today, actually. It's called The Suicide Squad. Kato White, love you too, man. Can I get a shout out? Kato White. Woo, woo. And I want to give a shout out to Kato White. He loves me. I love you back. Thank you very much. So let's do this. Hold on. Let me send out the invite once more. Make sure that everything is cool here as my disorganized self gets ready. I'm coming in now. All right, here we go. Let me send out to some more people. If you wanna come in, all right. Bring some surprises here. If you want to come in, I'm sending it out. I'm sending out invites, guys. Kato White says, "Thank you, man. You're the best. Yesterday was my birthday. You made my day." How did I make your day, bro? I mean, well, hey, happy birthday, and I'm glad I was able to do that. But how did I make your day? Like, just by being on? Hey, if that's what works, that's awesome, man. I'm glad I did that. That's awesome. Feels great. It's awesome when I hear that from people. So we're going to wish Kato White a happy birthday. And speaking of birthdays, it's not your birthday today, but hey, you know what? We celebrate like if it's people's birthdays all the time because we're happy. When Anya is in the house. How you doing?
Hello. I'm not doing too bad. And happy birthday, Kato.
Yeah.
Hope you had a lovely day.
Yeah, we have a world premiere tickets right now. We're giving away Reminiscence. I totally screwed up the name. Have you heard of that movie?
No.
See, promotion is weird nowadays, but this is a Hugh Jackman movie and it looks awesome. I'm sure people are going to be trickling in here pretty soon wanting to win the tickets. But once again, this is a Nerd Report, a vlogcast. What do you call it when you do video and it's a podcast? Is it a video cast? Something like that. I've heard the name before, Stefania. Yeah, it's
Nerd Report Midday Live.
I don't know what. Well, look, we talk movies, but I know there's a lot of people that want to know, they want to know how to win passes because I see them all the time when I do my screenings and stuff. And you know what? Come in here, try to win. But if you like movie news, entertainment news, stick around. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Right? Everyone's opinion is welcome. All right, so Stefania, let's shoot the shit a little bit before we talk about movies or whatever. As people are trickling in, getting the notifications and stuff, and we want all you to join in too. If you have any topics you want to submit or talk about, let us know in the comments. Stefania, what's up in your neck of the woods? Are you up to 2,000 subscribers yet? Because at the rate you're going, you're just like a train steamrolling over everyone on your channel.
Oh, nonsense. Hang on a minute. Let me just go on to it because it's fluctuating at the moment, which is fine. But I'm on 1,019 subscribers.
What do you mean fluctuates? It goes down a little bit?
No, it goes up and then it goes a little bit down and then it goes up. So it kind of goes like that. One thing that's being explained to me, which to be fair, I'm all for, because it's YouTube doing its job properly in my eyes, is that sometimes it'll see that for some reason bot accounts will try and subscribe to your channel and erroneously inflate your subscriber numbers, which you don't want. You don't want those dead subscribers, really, at the end of the day. So YouTube weeds them out. So I think that's what's happening a lot of the time.
I have a little bit of another theory, right? Because I do this all the time. I do subscribe to channels, but then after subscribing to a lot of them, I start to get a lot of notifications. So, like, it's not that I'm not a fan of that channel. I started search. I unsub, but I search for them on the search, and watch the videos anyways. People don't understand. I remember, like, people don't understand how social media and YouTube is kind of like a social media thing works. I remember we used to have a co-host here that was offended because we didn't join. I wasn't subscribed to him. Well, it's like I have 1,000 people subscribed, and the idiot took it personally. So, but hey, you know what? Maybe he learned something. But anyways, that's something else to talk about.
Maybe he didn't. Who knows?
No, some people don't learn.
Exactly.
It's like Facebook. I get people on Facebook like, are you mad at me? Like, I'm like, why? Because I post on Facebook and you never like anything I say. It's like, dude, the algorithm hides your shit,
I haven't been on Facebook for over a year and a half, nearly 2 years. I'm happy without it. Yeah, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram is pretty much where I live right now for my socials.
We're going to be talking about the Flash as well. There's some good debate going on. So Stefania, I'll let you pick.
Okay.
What should we talk about? And maybe you have a couple topics as well. That's awesome. And hey, we have 25 people in the house.
Hey,
if you once again,
welcome.
Yeah, welcome. World premiere tickets giveaways coming up. And if you love movie talk, we're here. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and let's do it. My name is Louis Lecca. Stefania in the house as well. Steph, the alternator, do you want to join her? And I want to thank you for coming in today. Okay, so I got 3 main topics, and we're going to add one more because everyone wants to talk about it. Number 1, you want to talk about Flash? You want to talk about Shang-Chi? You want to talk about DC and James Gunn or Cobra Kai season 4?
Okay, so before I even choose something, I've not even told you this, so I'm going
to let's go with that. Let's go with that. I like the voice already.
No. This isn't even an article. This is an offer.
Whatever it is, I want it. I want that first. This sounds like it's going to be good. Let's go.
Okay. So I did something similar before. I'm going to do it again.
All right.
This was when Andy had his GoFundMe to fund for, I believe it was a new computer early on this year because it conked out or something like that. But for Lewis's GoFundMe to help fund Nerd Report to get to Vegas during this stream, if anyone donates to that GoFundMe, they can then pop in the chat anything they would like me to read out in my British English posh-ish Yorkshire voice, if you like that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, and it's definitely I thank you, Stefania. I keep forgetting to share this. The reason is because, man, it just feels weird. Like, hey, get us to CinemaCon. I wish we could do it on our own, but unfortunately, like YouTube blocks a lot of our videos. It's a struggle. So, like, if YouTube showed the proper amount of people our videos, and we could generate enough income through revenue of the ads to not even do GoFundMe's, right? So this is my GoFundMe right now that Stefania helped me to do. The goal is $1,500. It's to get us to CinemaCon. Okay, it's to get me, because I have a lot of that will cover all the expenses. There's a breakdown right there. I'm gonna share it in the comments real quick, and if any mods in the house, if you guys could reshare it, and also you could help via super chats, memberships and stuff. Those are available as well. It's the Get Nerd Report to CinemaCon campaign. 2/3 there already. Thank you very much. And you know what? Let's do this, Stefania. Let's just. I think the topic on hand is gonna have to be. Let me see if I can switch this right here, because it goes with CinemaCon. Actually,
and whilst he's looking at that, it doesn't matter how big or how small your donation is to the GoFundMe page. Every donation is well appreciated. So yes, any donation, big or small, I will read out whatever you would like me to say. Exceptions apply.
Yeah, so
you know, nothing cancelable. If that makes sense.
Yes.
But yes.
Let's do this right here real quick. Let me see if I can share this. So the GoFundMe, once again, the link is in the description, in the comments, actually. Let me see if I can take this out. Thanks, Stefania, for all the support.
Oh, you're very welcome. We support our friends.
Absolutely.
As I always say on my channel, over in our community, we don't bring each other down. No, we lift each other up and we support each other because together we're stronger. Oh yeah, there we go.
Now, bear with me because I have this like weird cough going on, and it's because it's hot in Los Angeles, and I have to sleep with the fan on. And people may not understand this, but I have like a little bit of asthma, and when you have the fan on yourself for like 8 hours, it's gonna cause some congestion. No, it's not the Bud Light. At least I don't think it is. But if it is, I'm fully vaccinated, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, I get those cough attacks for weeks at a time once in a while. It seems to be something unique to me. I've met maybe one or two other people that happens to. So Lewis get COVID. I already got COVID, man. It was bad. All right. Okay, so Stefania here at CinemaCon. It's going to come in on the 23rd. We're going to have a reunion. We're going to be meeting up with the community. Hopefully, well, that's going to happen for sure. More information coming soon on Popcorn Planet. You will be here. If not this time, it'll be next time, right? So
your president won't let me in. Do something about it.
Yeah. No comment on anything political. I just, I don't like any of those guys. I'm sorry. Which, people are just gonna say, well, if you don't support this guy, you must be for the opposite. No.
Nah.
With
Hey, I'm just saying it generally speaking.
Yeah.
Basically, you all let.
Hey, we got 70% of our 70% of the country's vaccinated. We were told that's herd immunity. Now they're moving the goalpost. So I don't know. I'm just a simple man trying to make my way through the galaxy. Okay, Disney is screening Shang-Chi a week ahead of its release at CinemaCon. A week ahead. I kind of predicted this a little bit.
Is that good or bad?
As far as our confidence in the film?
Yeah.
Okay, I would say since CinemaCon is not a nerd con, it's really to tell the theaters, hey, we have these products. You guys want to invest in them. I would say it's a good thing. Because look, usually the press will see a movie a week before or up to 2 weeks before. That's a good sign. If they see it like the day, if they see it like the week of, that could be iffy. The main thing to look at is if a movie's good or not, Stefania, is if the embargo, when is the embargo lifted? If it's lifted 2 weeks before, this movie's gold. If it's lifted the day of, it could be bad. That means they're trying to hide it. Now, if it's lifted 2 months before, which that has happened, it's bad. And I'll tell you why, because people forget about the bad reviews. So it's a psychological thing strategy with the PR. I would assume they would be showing off Shang-Chi. They would not be showing it off if it was trash. They probably do like it. To be fair, there is international investors going to this, so they want to sell it to outside of the United States cinemas and Asia, for example. So it may not click with our audience. Even the British audience may not even like it because we're closer in like taste to you, I would say, to where you're at. That's fair. I mean, I'm just speaking real. But it may be huge, like as far as like, for example, Transformers, right? Americans and British people kind of like, and maybe even like people from Canada, Transformers 2, 3, 4, 5 were like, oh my God, stop it, right? I mean, is that fair? But in Asia, it's like, oh my God, give me more. So
that's why they made a ton more.
Correct. Fast and the Furious is getting to that point right now, right?
Yeah.
So
it's interesting that you say that, just to interject there, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Because with Shang-Chi, I'm a little bit cynical here. They're doing it as well to target the Chinese audience, right?
Yes.
But Chinese government's turned around and stuck two fingers up at them and knows exactly that they're pandering to them, this, that, and the other. So I think that their marketing and the PR, Disney and Marvel, has backfired on this movie to the point
it
where
looks like it has, because it's very frustrating.
Yeah.
Because it feels like movies didn't exist before the Chinese market allowed those movies in there. And that was recent 2009, 2012, I believe. And the changing of plot line to not offend a certain part of the country is just so weird, Stefania. The censoring and the, how is it okay to censor? Is this, where am I? Right? It's so weird. And everybody's like, I don't get it.
I think though, without the Chinese, without the access to the Chinese audience for this film, it's not going to do good. It's not going to do good. I'm gonna. Do you know what? I'm going to appropriate one of yours and Jodie's and Andy's favorite sayings, and I'm gonna do a Steffi Damas.
Stefania Damas.
A Steffi Damas.
I love that. I love
that. Hopefully, I'm proven wrong. Don't get me. Fair enough. If I'm proven wrong, brilliant. But Steffi Damas is on now. It's going to tank. It's not going to do as well as they hope. And to try and spin it, Marvel and Disney are going to turn around and they're going to blame the Chinese market and not having access to it.
I don't think they'll blame anyone, because blaming them, then they'll get all their movies banned. I think they'll just try to say, hey, is this one coming out on HBO, on Disney Plus as well?
I believe it's just a sole cinematic release. This one, it's the first Marvel movie that's just a sole cinematic release, is what I've heard.
Yeah. So this one, let me see where it's gonna. Here we go. Let's get to the source of this. Let's get to CinemaCon itself, so you can see the schedule. We're gonna try to cover most of this stuff, but it is a lot. CinemaCon is a lot. And it involves waking up extremely early. And I don't know if I'm getting old, but sleeping late, waking up early, man, I need my beauty sleep and stuff. But it's gonna show at the Coliseum, this the casino level. This is where CinemaCon is held, inside Caesar's Palace, at 9:30 a.m. to 11:45. 10:30. All right, that makes sense. As I count the 2 hours here. I don't know what the domestic package. I don't know what that means. But so we'll probably be able to give you guys. Okay, I'll wake up early on Wednesday for this. Head over to the casino, the Coliseum, check out the movie, and I'll have a reaction or review for you like around 12. Guys, that's this is my goal. You know, of
Will the
course,
embargo be lifted for you to do that?
they'll probably give us a chance to. Let me see. They'll probably give us a social media kind of like embargo lift. What do you think of that, Stefania? Well, let me ask you a
To
question.
have it so early in the morning
Yeah.
is a little bit of an indicator for me. No, you know, you've just woken up, you might be a
Yeah.
little groggy, and then all of a sudden you're going to be watching this film. You might not be that alert, so the audience may be more forgiving to have a showing that early in the morning, perhaps. Although again,
No,
that's the
I'm gonna
cynical
go.
person in me.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is a good sign because if they want, because at 12 o'clock is primetime social media time, so they want people to be like, "Hey, it was good, it was bad." If it sucked, it'd be 9:30 p.m. You get what I'm saying? So when people leave the theater at 11:30 p.m., they're like, "It sucked, but everyone's asleep." You get what I mean?
Yeah.
They play those type of games. So who knows? Who knows? You know?
Who knows? I mean, admittedly, I do have a little bit of a bias with this film because of the way that, you know, the the treated the characters before and freaking Iron Man 3 and oh my
Oh
goodness,
yeah,
just
with the yeah.
the Mandarin and all that lot. I'm like, can they really treat these characters right? Part of me thinks that this is gonna be Marvel work on steroids situation. And part of me also thinks that for me, right, I call myself a basic nerd in the sense of I'm aware of stuff, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but I'm not as knowledgeable as you guys. You guys have been in this
Not me.
far
Don't
much
count me in.
longer than me.
Don't.
Hey, you're nerd report, dude. And
Yeah,
you're
but
part of it all. So you definitely know more than me. So I'm not afraid to say that. Don't get me
I
wrong.
don't know,
But
Stefania.
I
You got my OBS. That's a nerd thing. The OBS, I couldn't figure out where shit, man. That's nerdy. You
I
got
can
that
be a techie
thing
nerd. I'm
down.
a techie nerd. I'll give you that. I'm a techie gadget
Yeah.
nerd. That's for sure. But when it comes to films and pop culture and that lot, I absolutely love it. I adore it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here talking about it in the first place. Don't get me wrong. But I kind of class myself as like the everyday person, right? The everyday general audience. And for Shang-Chi, for me, as an everyday audience, there's not that much pull to want to watch that film. Mark my words. For everyone
I
that's going
gotta
to go,
admit, I have zero interest.
there you go. There you go. Why? Unless you are proper into the comics, the backstory, know of the 10 Rings and Shang-Chi in the first place, because that is a proper niche kind of Marvel situation, right?
Yeah.
No one outside the circle, and I mean that generally, but no one outside the circle, general public, really knows what this is all about. They're going to either watch it because they know Shang-Chi, so they're going to be interested, or they're going to be watching it because it's just got Marvel attached to it. But just having Marvel attached to it is not a big enough draw anymore for these films, especially in this Bud Light era in the first place.
I gotta be honest with
more
you.
of an emotional attachment to the story, and I don't think with the general public there is.
Yeah.
I think it's going to bomb.
I don't know if it's gonna bomb because the Marvel logo's still on there, and I think we are jaded already. We're looking forward to the new thing, but I think the general audience is still gonna be so like they are gonna be probably not making as much as they were for phase. What is it, phase 3 or whatever the last phase was?
3.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be lower than that, but enough, you know, personally. But hey, you know what, guys, gals, everyone watching? No, it's everyone watching. What do you guys think? Hey, I gotta say, Rama, you're saying it's gonna bomb. With all due respect, man, welcome to the channel if you're new. But I just want to say, and I don't know, maybe you've been here before. Bomb ? Laugh. Yeah, right. Okay, listen, guy. Listen. Here's the deal, dude. Here's the deal. it sounds crazy, but Black Widow bombed. And guess what?
Yeah.
Black Widow bombed, period. All right. Guess what? Black Widow is way more interesting than this.
Yeah.
So yeah, Stefania is not saying it because she just like picked a thing out of her, you know what, right? To be here. There is a possibility, and we're not rooting for it. Obviously, we want good movies, but yeah. Rama, we respect your opinion, but no, it's not laughable. Not at this point, man. Not at this point.
And when I say it's going to bomb, just to clarify,
yeah,
it's going to bomb based on Marvel standards. Right?
That's a good point.
That's the thing, right? Because
Stefania, if it doesn't go to Asia, because I heard, or China, because I heard it may not, and then it's not really an interesting plot. It's not as interesting as Black Widow. Then there's a possibility it may perform less than Black Widow.
With Black Widow, at least the general public knew who Black Widow was.
Correct.
There was already an emotional attachment.
Correct.
And a knowing of the character in the first place. So it had that going for it at the very least, right? For it to release simultaneously on Disney Plus, I don't think helped matters. And I actually do, on a side note, support Scarlett Johansson in terms of what she's doing at the moment. But with that being said and setting that aside, with Shang-Chi, you don't have any of that. You speak to a general public. Before I met you guys, I wouldn't have known who Shang-Chi, what Shang-Chi was. I wouldn't have known that Marvel's handling of the Mandarin with the Iron Man movies and whatnot was an absolute abomination. I wouldn't have known that before I met you guys, right? Yeah. So you got to think, the general public don't know any of Shang-Chi or the behind-the-scenes stuff. And I don't know what's going on in the US right now. But over here in the UK, Shang-Chi is being released next month, right? There is no ramp up.
I think so.
There's nothing at the moment in terms of publicity, interviews, and trying to make the general public aware of what Shang-Chi is.
Well, they are gonna do that. Okay, so guys, there was a question, and you know what? I do know this. Let's go to the super chat. First super chat of the day. Thank you very much, Gillette Productions. Thanks for the support. You were there last night for my Grace Randolph video. I know you didn't like it, but I feel we sometimes have to defend what we love. And hey, props to Grace. You know what? She's worked her ass off, whether or not I agree with her or not, and she has a massive following. That being said, with massive power comes massive responsibility. And we're going to get into it, to say that someone in England told her that people were leaving the theater and then she uses that in her review, that's stupid. All right. I think Shang-Chi will do fine with 100.
We're going to get to that point in a moment.
Yeah, $560 million. That's great. Black Widow bomb because the premiere access. That's a good point. Shang-Chi does not have premiere access. So let's look at this real quick. Someone also brought up this question. Fast and the Furious tops global chart. Let me see. Respectively, total. From what I see here, so Fast and the Furious is heading towards $500 million worldwide. All right. Yeah. And Black Widow is looking like, because man, these numbers they're so freaking hidden. Like they're so weird. But anyways, if anyone can get the exact number, post it. But Black Widow seems to be overseas 132 million, and overseas 264 million worldwide. So yeah, Fast and the Furious seems to be winning, but it is what it is, man. I don't know. But thanks for the super chat right there. All right, so I'm not that interested in this. I'm not that interested in it. But that you know what that means, Stefania?
Go on.
I'm probably gonna come out of this theater going, "Wow, that was amazing," and I wanted to. Let's go through this real quick because like we're gonna be on Popcorn Planet probably tonight, so I don't want to be here for 25 hours.
I want to sleep a little bit beforehand because that's my problem. I don't fall asleep and then I fall asleep and I miss it. So,
and then we do have premiere passes to give away for Reminiscence on August 17th. Hugh Jackman, I think, is going to show up, guys. This is the world premiere. at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood. I got 5 pairs of passes. Before now, at the end of the show, I will tell you how you could enter to win. And it's going to be very easy. Aha. All right. We got Shang-Chi down. Let me see what else. Let's go through this real quick because I haven't seen this. All right. Monday. Had a cough right there. Monday. CinemaCon. Sony Pictures entertainment presentation. All right. They're kicking it off. I'm going to go ahead and say Spider-Man trailer will drop. We will be on location watching this, and then we're running to our whatever it is and talking about it here on Nerd Report. And you can bet Jody and Andy are going to be doing the same thing. August 24th. And I'm going to get your opinion after I go through this real quick. Let me see. Breakfast, which is, that's awesome too. So this is pretty much the schedule. Industry Studio. Let me see. Okay, so now we have MGM. What are they going to show? The industry. They're not telling us exactly what's going to happen, but you can expect if you go on their roster, you'll see what's being released this year, and next year they'll probably have a little bit of a tease. Here's a big one. This is all on August the 24th. Warner Brothers, expect the Batman. Expect a big surprise. I don't know what it's going to be. Flash. Bigger. This is going to be big. All right. Whatever it's going to be big. We saw scenes from Joker last 3 years ago, right? Or whatever.
Probably a little bit of Aquaman 2 as well. So it's seeing that they started.
Of a little bit of what?
Bit of Aquaman 2 as well. I'm probably
correct
from these guys.
Correct. August 25th, we got registration. Here's the more Neon Pictures. Now, look, this studio is good. It doesn't get much of the fans' attention. The Geek Spirit doesn't really talk about them, but this is a good. If you guys are looking for original content, there you go. Look up Neon. They have some great movies. Trade show. There's a trade show going on the floor. This is throughout all the days. You'll see popcorn machines. New technology for cinemas, better seats, for fat asses like me that will feel comfortable for 3 hours, right? There we go with that. Walt Disney presentation, 9 a.m. Shang-Chi. Okay, this is the screening.
Yeah.
Screening we talked about. Universal, Jurassic Park, baby. Halloween. Via Blumhouse.
Yeah. Now you got my attention.
Yeah, this is going to be presentations for that, or who knows? They may answer back and show us the goddamn movie.
12 months. Damn.
Yeah. Here's some more stuff. By here, I'm going to be so tired. Paramount Pictures is making a comeback. Paramount, I love that studio. They've always treated Nuke the Fridge and Nerd Report beautifully with access to the stars and their content so we can share with you. So I really like them, man. I hope they do very well. Lionsgate, hopefully they bounce back with some horror. They always have some solid stuff. And then the weekends. But let me ask you, Stefania, what are you most excited for?
Halloween.
Okay. All right. That sounds fair. That sounds fair.
Halloween movie. The next one. So want to see that. Everything that I've seen so far, it just looks freaking epic. And yes, I'm so excited for that. All the other films that are coming out this year, I'm like, yeah, all right. But beyond that, I'm excited for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
That's probably going to be okay.
I'm thinking that might make a little bit of an appearance at CinemaCon, and literally everything in my mind right now, I cannot say. Otherwise, YouTube will probably shut this stream down.
Really?
But, oh my goodness, you are a lucky SOB right now.
Hey, let me tell you, there will be no a Marvel there besides the screening. They're not doing it. Disney pulled. So there's not going to be anything for the Marvel, like Doctor Strange or anything.
No,
like
but for the rest of it,
yeah,
damn it.
Stefania, next year, man, it's going to be awesome. We're going to get you here. All right.
Yes.
Where was I? Okay. So, hey, I want to ask everyone this because the viewership's going up and down. If you're new to the channel, please press 1. I'm just curious who's new. And if you're old to the channel, press 2. All right, there we go. All right, our next topic. Let's get down to this real quick. James Gunn has a little movie, The Suicide Squad, which is weird. The title's weird because we already have Suicide Squad. And Walter Hamada, who's in charge of all things DC, promises that James Gunn will return for a future DC EU or DC movie or whatever it's called. If not Suicide Squad, Stefania and everyone watching, what do you think he should direct? What do you think he'd be good for?
Anything right now. I am so like on the Suicide Squad high. It is untrue. You mentioned it earlier on. Pond Life's video of her review on the Suicide Squad.
But wait a minute, people in England were walking out.
No, that's absolute. Okay, I live in England. All right, so try and call me out, mofo. We weren't walking out, okay?
You know what's very weird?
Our violence. We're not bloody squeamish, all right, Pond Life? You don't know what you're talking about. Shut the bloody front door on the way out, you stupid cow. No, we weren't walking out. We absolutely adore that film, all right? She don't know shit. Anyway, sorry, that was a little bit of a rant. I stand by what I say. Don't care. The thoughts and opinions of my own and not potentially shared by Lewis and all that malarkey.
Except this time they are.
Oh, fair enough, I'll do. But I literally, I don't mean any disrespect, Lewis, but I tried watching your video on it. I had to switch it off because I couldn't bloody stand her voice anyway.
I don't have. Look, I don't have anything against. I don't want to. That's. I don't care about her voice. I actually, let me cough real quick. All right.
I mean, people may not like my voice and find it annoying. That's fair enough.
My voice is awful. My voice is awful.
Cool. Yeah, you know, exactly, right?
But I will say this. I respect her work ethic. As far as like getting content out there, awesome. But it's kind of so weird that she gets this access to Zack Snyder and then doesn't like when DCU goes the other direction. I think that's weird. Number two, I also think it's kind of weird that she's not really reviewing the movie as far as like was the movie good or was there character development or whatnot. She's basing it off that there was gore. And then comes the other thing is I love frontal nudity. Not when it's men though, but I don't recall there being any nudity in the movie. Is she talking about the rat thing?
I don't know. I don't care. Anything that comes out of her mouth, as far as I'm concerned, is absolute trash. Her saying that we were walking out middle of movie, us English people, because we can't bloody handle a little bit of gore and whatnot.
That is.
Are you sodding kidding me? Seriously. I'm English. I love the hyperviolence, right? The more gore, the bloody better. Like, seriously, lass. She's just saying that because at the end of the day, right, the more sensationalized you are, the more views you seem to get. I respect her work ethic, but she's smart, And again, I'll reiterate, the more sensationalized you put your words, the more views you're going to get. So we're turning around and saying all this, well, look what's happened. We're talking about it, aren't we?
Yeah.
So there's an intelligence there that you've got to respect. And I'm all for that, don't get me wrong.
Well, look, I'm talking about it.
Of what she's saying, I'm not for. So there you go.
I'm also talking about it because, like, I feel like DC always gets the bad end of the stick. There's always a problem with it. People always make up reasons to not like it. And like, okay, so Joker comes out. No, I keep pounding on that. I love that movie. It's my favorite movie. That's all I talk about it. Sometimes I make love to the movie when no one's looking, right? But the thing is, if it's not your cup of tea, fine, right? So now you have Suicide Squad, which is a totally different tone, and they still find a reason to hate on it. It's like, dude, you know what? F you, man. And here's the problem too, is like when you're that big, hundreds of thousands of subs, people start to come to Nerd Report and they're like, did you hear this? Is it true about this? Now, if you think her review is not effective, I know like 6 people You can find them on Twitter, and I know one personally who did not take their family because they thought there was frontal nudity in the film. So box office wise, experience wise, this person did not take their mom or sister because there were frontal nudity that wasn't even in the movie, because they looked at Grace's review. Let's get this comment real quick. William says, respectfully, I'm going to read it.
I've seen it.
So Stefania now speaks for everyone in the UK. From what I've heard, Grace Randolph mentioned that she got DM'd from a person saying she saw people walking out of the screening. Let me take that. I'm going to mention this right now. Stefania saw the movie. She's from the UK. She saw it early. She raved and ranted about how great the movie was, right? You could see it on the Ultra Nerd, Steph the Ultra Nerd. Why didn't Grace Randolph mention her review? Oh, I get it. Because it's positive. Oh, I get it. Okay. All right. So, Stefania, I'm going to say this. And William, this is just a conversation. I welcome this. I don't think your comment was that disrespectful, but Stefania doesn't speak for everyone in the UK, and I don't think she pretends to be, but she speaks for more people from the UK than random person emailed Grace Randolph claiming they're from the UK. That could have been me telling her that. That could have been Ray Fisher telling her that. It could have been anyone. Here we have proof. Stefania on the screen.
And I have a response to this as well, William. So yes, I am from the UK. If you haven't, can't tell from my accent, I'm British. Hey up, how's it going, mate? Yeah, Grace Randolph got a DM from one person saying he saw people walking out of the screening. Okay. Yeah, I live in the UK. If that was actually happening, dude, it would be all over the UK press. Be all over the newspaper.
Because it's a smaller place.
All over TV.
Because it's smaller, right?
Yeah. It'd be all over TV. Be all over the internet. It would be trending on UK Twitter trending page. Walkout, Suicide Squad or whatever, Suicide Squad walkout or something along those lines. It would be absolutely everywhere, right? Yeah. It's not. Okay. What Grace was trying to do in her video was
sensationalize how bad it was.
Equate that one message, that one time that this one dude saw a couple of people walk out and say, oh my goodness, the UK audience is rejecting the Suicide Squad. There's mass walkout, blah, 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 blah. She's talking out of her backside, mate, because that ain't happening at all. I'm sorry, but I'm sassy. I say what I say and I mean what I mean. I don't sugarcoat shiz as far as I'm concerned. So there you go.
Why didn't she talk about this? Which would have been.
And to be fair, right?
Read this article.
Whoever, hang on a minute. Sorry, Lewis. I just had another idea. Whoever was walking out of that screening, maybe they saw them walk out because they were just going to the toilet and never saw them come back in. Or walked out to get a drink and never saw them come back in. How do we know that they actually walked out and never came back into the theatre? Maybe they wanted a pee break. Maybe they wanted shiz or something and couldn't hold it in.
Let me ask you a question. What came out first in the UK? Suicide Squad or Jungle Cruise?
I want to say Suicide Squad, but I'm going
to Why is Suicide Squad ahead of Jungle Cruise then? Because people in the UK loved it? Why didn't she cite this? Suicide Squad soars to the top of UK, Ireland box office with Jungle Cruise second. Jungle Cruise being the new movie by Mega Power. And they're both released simultaneously at home, right?
They were both released at the same time.
Yeah. At the same time? Okay.
July last week.
Okay. All right, let me ask you a question. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, more popular than anyone in the Suicide Squad. And Suicide Squad still won.
No. Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Your assessment there may be a little bit skewed. The only reason being is that, again, in America, I believe that Jungle Cruise is quite big because I think it's based on like a well-known ride or something along those lines. But over here, we don't know what the hell Jungle Cruise is. We know that The Rock's attached to it and Emily Blunt is, but we don't know what Jungle Cruise is. So when you're releasing Jungle Cruise and the Suicide Squad out at the same time in the UK, more people know about the Suicide Squad than they do Jungle Cruise. So when they're going to go to the cinema, what are they going to choose? They're going to choose something that they're more familiar with. Suicide Squad.
Fair enough. Anyways, listen. We're gonna, if it's a bigger person like Grace Randolph, and then people are coming to my channel talking about it, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna talk about it because I'm gonna defend what I love. Nah, I'm not gonna mention the goofballs that want to make 17-hour videos slandering us, but I'm gonna mention Grace Randolph because I punch up.
Now, do you know what? I talk truth to power. I don't care who you are at the end of the day. If I think you're wrong, I'm going to say that you're wrong. Yeah. And if you think I'm wrong, then by all means, tell me. We'll have a nice, respectful conversation.
Yeah.
And, maybe I'll learn something, you learn something. But everyone doesn't have to have the same opinion. I disagree with you, you disagree with me. It's all good, but I do like the chat at the moment. We're just talking. Grace is notoriously talking out of her ass most of the time.
Yeah. Well, she also got offended for brown people because they're the bad guys mostly, or they get killed a lot in Suicide Squad. You know what? Wow. That's fine. That's fine. Like I said in my response, we're in there. They have Latino people in the movie. That's fine. They get killed. All right, that's cool. Next movie. Have lawyers be our lawyer side, because we do have lawyers, politicians, cops, business people. As long as those people are represented as well, I'm good. In this movie, they were, third world, South American villains. That's fine. That's fine. We're good with that. Grace, you don't have to get offended for us. We're good.
But you know what? She ignores the end completely. Where the
woman goes over there and takes over the country.
Yeah. And the resistance fighters for freedom break in and take over the whole government so that they can have free, fair elections. And it's
the
all
good brown people win.
Yeah, right? But apparently, because I'm just hearing it from you and I trust you more than hearing it from her own damn mouth, to be fair. But it don't sound like she took notice of any of that.
No, it felt biased.
No.
And then the I just feel bad because it's like every time Harley Quinn's on, like she has to she said that it was a misogynist take on her, and she said the entire thing with what's the lady that controls the Suicide Squad? Waller. That what they did to her at the end was misogynist. I was like, what the freak are you talking about? And then Polka Dot Man's relationship with the mom was also misogynist. I don't get it. Maybe it. I don't want to mansplain, man. And Polka Dots, man. The way the mom was portrayed was so misogynist. I'm like,
oh, she needs red testing. What
the fuck, guys?
Okay. Wow, I didn't know you were so good with comedy, Lewis.
It wasn't me. I didn't say it. I'm using somebody else's joke.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
She is heavily misguided, and I'm trying to be nice here right now. Because, oh my shit in hell. Wow. No. No. It's like, is she just trying to find examples to just be woke for woke's sake? Like, that train's passing. Like, the mood is starting to turn, and people are starting to see through all that BS. Wow.
Okay, let's wow people a little bit.
Oh, from mass UK English walkouts because we obviously can't handle a little bit of gore and blood. To
you know though.
Misogynist. Wow.
I hope people don't take this serious. The complaints about Harley Quinn, because what's gonna happen is eventually like casting agents are just not gonna hire female or brown people because they're gonna think this is a headache because there's always complaining, right? This is the way I look at it. I could speak for Latinos, right? If we get an opportunity to be in a film, you know, and like they start, you know, pulling controversy where there's not in the Heights, for example, I feel like the corporations are just going to say, fuck you, we don't want to hire those people because it's a headache. Just a thought. As I cough up a lung.
Well, the one thing that's scary about all of this, because, you know, I'm laughing because it is so funny the words coming out of her mouth. Yeah. But the scary thing about it is, it's going back again to what Louis said earlier on, the lass has a following and she has an influence.
Yep.
And it's scary because that influence is influential. Yeah. Yep. It looks like a bad way, because like you say, you know, she said there's full frontal nudity in the Suicide Squad. Lass, I'd like to know what movie you were seeing. Because I like
Tyler, I'll say it because Tyler said it's Tyler said it's fine. Tyler said it's fine. He bought tickets.
Yeah.
For his entire family.
Good.
No.
Good.
He had to return them. He saw Grace's review about the nudity and didn't take his family. He returned the tickets. He went alone.
There you go. What Grace is supposed to do, like what we all do, right, is we have a love for movies, we have a love for pop culture, we have a love for TV series, right? And we put this out on YouTube because we want to encourage other people to have that love, that fondness of TV series, movies, all that lot, right? And have that free debate. But what Grace has done by saying that is she is actively making everyone disengage, or certain people, let's say, disengage with a movie, rather than promote the what's going on here with this movie? Let me. She's dampening down people's curiosity about movies and making them completely turn off altogether. Like that example there of, you know, Tyler got tickets for his whole family to go see Suicide Squad. Heard Grace's movie and was like, no, I'm not letting my family see that. And a review was factually incorrect in the first place. So what she's done there is she's completely turned off someone's curiosity.
And I saw that opinion also on her Twitter, and so she's hurt the box office. She's not $1 million, but it's hurt the box office.
Yeah, and she's supposed to be a big, massive YouTuber influencer there to support not only the curiosity and the want of people wanting to see these movies and highly, you know, promote that, but at the end of the day, she's part of the box office ecosystem.
And guess what? If the movie doesn't do well, Warner Bros. Is going to say, yo, let's not make these. Because guess what? No one cares. So we're screwed. We're screwed of good movies.
We're just talking and said it better than I tried to. It's the definition of sabotage. She's turning off the easily swayed. Boom. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I will say this. You know, we're making this video trying to get the word out to our audience. And, you know, whether or not you agree with us or not, that's cool. Thanks for considering our topics and what we're talking about and our opinions. But she has a bit, you know, some of these people have massive voices and they overshadow mine. So it is what it is.
But I thank everyone for at least having the courage to hear out our opinions.
Yes.
My opinion may not be popular. You may not accept it. You may not agree with it. You may agree with it. Either way, you know, I'm humbled by the fact that you've given the chance to hear me out in the first place. And so I thank you for that. I thank Lewis for inviting me on and letting me be a gobby British lass. Just going off on one.
Let me see if I can get a few words in before I start getting a cough attack, man. Damn it. My throat.
Go for it, man.
It's a mix of allergies, man. I can tell right now. All right. All right. Reminiscence starring Hugh Jackman, Wolverine himself. We got premiere tickets. Check out the trailer when you can. It looks awesome. The premiere takes place at the TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood. You're responsible to get there on your own. I merely provide you with your name on the will call for you to get in and watch the film. So I got 10 passes for August 17th. This is how you enter to win. I'm going to randomly pick the winners. Send me a PM to my Twitter @NerdLecca. There you go. Pretty easy. I'm going to put the link right here. Hugh Jackman's movie. I have no idea what the movie is about, but I really like Hugh Jackman. Dude, the trailer looks. I wish I could play the trailer here, but I feel like I'm going to get dinged. Maybe I will anyways.
Oh, fair enough.
There you go. Enter Hugh Jackman. I think he's going to be there. I just don't want to say 100%. Usually he does show up to the premiere. What's the point if he doesn't? But there you go, Stefania.
Ah.
All right, last topic. And if you want to add anything, Stefania, that is cool too. Is this the last topic? Maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on. All right, real quick. Let me get this right here. Let me get this right here queued up. Let's get this video. Just share it real quick. Get some sound in here, and let's go. Let's go. It is on, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the All Valley Karate Tournament is coming. December. It is on Cobra Kai Season 4, a Netflix exclusive. Fuck it. Let's play it. Let's get dinged.
Fasten your gi.
You hear it?
Tie your belt. Karate is coming to the world's biggest stage, where legends are born. Welcome back to the All Valley Karate Tournament. The soul of the valley is on the line.
Have the man boys filled you in on the whole mortal enemy karate dojo battling for the soul of the valley thing?
Yes! Yes! Yoo-hoo! There you go. It's official. December. Come on, Stefania. You got to do the watch along. You got to do it.
I'm toying with doing it this Saturday. Big, massive marathon. Just binging as much as I can on Saturday.
Oh, really? Okay. You remember Karate Kid, so you'll be good. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen Karate Kid 1 and 2.
This next one, you're gonna. I have a feeling you're gonna be like, yes.
Come on, go on.
And the only reason is because you know this more than Karate Kid, Cobra Kai.
Mm-hmm.
It's Evil Dead Rise. Set photos tease Evil Dead 2 Easter egg.
I've not seen Evil Dead. Because one of them has a scene that is not step friendly. Apparently something to do with a tree.
Research that, because I believe it's the remake does. I don't know about the original one. The original one is different. So I don't recall. I know what you're talking about. I know the Fede Alvarez one does. But yeah, I mean, respect, yeah, for that. It does. It's evil. The evil people are doing that, so it doesn't show it like glorify it, in my opinion.
I know what you mean, but
Yeah,
no.
I know. It is. I have a friend. I'll tell you off screen that is probably gonna skip on the Batman for a terrible reason, and I totally understand. Evil Dead. There you go. Set photos, over the top gore. I'm sure Grace is gonna love this one. She already got an email that people from the UK were walking out of Evil Dead.
Yes. We're already walking out. It's not even being released and we're already walking out on it.
Okay, let's see what this right here. Let me see. All right. Wasn't really asking for this one, but hey, I like the first one. So let's go. Amy Adams, Disney. Oh, it's a Disney Plus exclusive. Disney Plus's Amy Adams led sequel to Descendants wraps production. Did you watch the first one or the
Descendants? You mean Disenchanted?
Yeah, Descendants.
Disenchanted, isn't it?
Yeah, Disenchanted. What the hell am I talking about? You didn't watch the first one?
Nah. Then it's not my kind of movie that I like.
I actually thought it was cute. I liked it. See, guys could say cute.
Fine.
Is that her? Is that Amy Adams?
I don't know.
Yes. Yeah, it is. What is that? Why is she with this guy? Does Clark know? Is Clark aware that she's doing this?
Well, he does have X-ray vision. And he can hear all over the world.
The greatest power of all time. I'm just kidding.
If she and him are banging, he'll hear it. You got supersonic sound hearing, dude. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I like the first one.
She's singing the go along. Ooh, yeah. And all that lot.
Let's see what else is going on here. I like the first one. I thought it was cute. I thought it was cool. I like the way she carried herself. What else is going on, Stefania? Anything you want to add to this?
I'm just following your lead, mate.
Wait a minute. This is crazy. Check this one out, Stefania.
All right.
19 hours ago, if my internet would load. Okay, let's go. Sharing feature. Let's go. Universal and Blumhouse has released the first image from the Exorcist trilogy. Talk about fast food movie production. Wasn't this approved last week?
Is that the picture?
This is not new. This is from the original.
I'm gonna say.
No, this is original.
The picture.
Let's look for the picture. Should we just scroll? Where is it?
Where the deuces?
That's what it says here, right? Am I misreading? Universal and Blumhouse releases first film.
To
release. See, the cough is killing me. To release first film in the Exorcist trilogy in 2023. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Right. All right. Okay. I can wait.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this.
I can wait.
I feel like
because Blumhouse is really, really good right now.
They are good.
So I'm for this. We'll see what happens, but I'm certainly for it.
The original Exorcist centered around the sudden demonic possession of a 12-year-old girl named Linda Blair, after encountering an old Ouija board. In the last attempt to save Reagan, two Roman Catholic priests, Max von Sydow and Jason Miller. Is Jason Miller still around?
Don't know.
Are enlisted to conduct an exorcism on her. Man, she was 12? Jesus. She did a good job.
Yep.
She did a real good job. Apparently, according to Linda Blair, she's not coming back. So she doesn't like this. She doesn't like these movies. She doesn't like these movies. Blair nailed the role. Definitely. So over and under, will the UK audience walk out of The Exorcist? What do you think?
Yes. Because we can't stand floating girls going up in the air, possessed by demons. No, that offends our English eyes. We will walk out en masse and go for afternoon tea and crumpets instead.
There you go. Hey,
And if you
Steph.
you can't tell by my sarcasm, that pretty much means, no, we're not walking out. We're going
Not
to
walking out. Well, they say you did. That's the entire difference.
That's the actual
Yeah,
translation.
that's the entire thing. Okay, Steph, pimp
Yeah.
your channel. We're
my
wrapping
goodness.
things up.
If you like a little bit of sassiness, a little bit of opinions that are completely unfiltered, direct from my brain, my gob, sprayed all over you like freaking word vomit, then yeah, come over to my channel, Steph the Alter Nerd. We are growing one Alter Nerd tribe member at a time, but that's how I like it. I do things on alter philosophy, so ethical theories and philosophical ideas about your favorite films, TV series, pop culture, icons, that kind of thing, alter realities, things that could have been in movies and TV series. I talk about that. Every Sunday, we also have Alter Nerd Live. It is Alter News stream. I talk about all the news that no one else will touch with a barge pole, all the weird, wonderful things from the internet, and we have fun. So, yeah. And this Saturday, I'm dabbling with a Cobra Kai watch along.
Oh, really? This Sunday?
Yeah, this Saturday.
Okay, this Saturday. What time does it start? Are you gonna watch the entire season?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm gonna watch this from work. I'm gonna be at work watching it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yes. So I'm probably gonna start it around about like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock UK time. So Google that to find out what that is in your own time zone, because time zones is a mofo for me. Can't get used to them even now, but yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do all season 1 all the way through. Just binge it all.
It's like a 3-hour movie because each episode's like 30 minutes or less, so you'll be fine.
I might as well do season 2 as well at the same time if it's that short. We'll see.
Okay, that sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to that, like a lot, because it gives me an excuse to watch it.
And I may have found out a way where I can, and it doesn't have to be through Discord, but I can share a link and you guys can watch with me, regardless if you have certain access or not, certain streaming places. I may have found a way so you can still watch with me. So there you go.
Nice. All right, guys, follow me at NerdLecca on Twitter. Subscribe here. Hit the notification bell if you love movie talk, if you love entertainment news, and so on and so forth. And if you want to express your opinion, they're all welcome here as long as they're respectful. And most of them are. So all good. I'll probably be back tomorrow at 12 if my throat lets me. So subscribe, notify again. Talk to you all later.